work. Men loves work. Men loves work. As a matter of fact, a man can be happy, a man can be excited. There could be this joy and excitement and enthusiasm that is in a man's life whenever he is winning, whenever he is working and he's seeing results. A man can stay with that relationship. Hello, I am super excited to be back again in this wonderful channel. I'm not just super happy because I am just here for talking sake. I am happy because of the feedback I got in the last video that I did, which is if your woman does this, keep her. Wow, I'm just happy because someone wrote me from Germany, someone wrote me from USA, someone wrote me from Africa saying or telling me how impactful the video is to him, telling me how impactful how the video is to her. So it's a source of encouragement for me to do more. Thank you so much for writing me. I am glad and I'm glad and I'm glad. By God's grace, and hopefully I will try my best to be giving us what is in store. Okay, and today I have a special topic, what I call why successful men stay single. Why successful men stay single. Recently I conducted an interaction class or discussion with some successful men or single men in the society. I asked them, why are you guys still single? You are successful, you are doing well in your area of calling or in your specialization. Why are you still single? So from what I gathered from them, I was able to put it in a 6 tabulated form. Number one is time. Number one is time. When they are not there to provide for the social need of the wife, psychological need of the wife, physiological need of the wife, emotional need of the wife, security need of the wife, and every other needs to be attained. When they are not being supportive, when they cannot be found when a woman needs them, in sickness, in trouble, in happiness, and in celebration, when they are nowhere to be found, it becomes a problem. So for them not to bastardize the situation, or for them not to bastardize the word called relationship, they have to stay single. For example, I was listening to Banky W and Adeso. Banky W said that his own language is act of service, and the wife's language is, and the wife's love language is attention. And sometimes he will love to go out to meet with some people, go for business activities and all that and all that. The wife will not be happy because the time is not being given to her, the attention is not being given to her, and all the time or every time the wife will not be happy. So one day he was in the bathroom taking his bath. All of a sudden he said, and the Holy Spirit spoke to me. He said that the Holy Spirit said, you are speaking a different love language. Why can't you attend to your wife? Give her the attention in their room. Hold the wife's hand. And that was how they spent their own day. And from that moment, the wife became happy. So what am I trying to say in essence is that time is very important. So some of you are saying today, why they are not married is because of no time. They can't give time, they don't have time for such. So they decided to be in their own. They decided to be themselves instead of being in a relationship. Alright, the second point is bogus engagement. When a successful young man, when he has different kinds of engagement, from one business meeting to another, from one administrative meeting to another, from one formulated policy to another, from one church meeting to another, from one political meeting to another, from one party to another party, from one marriage to another, from one wedding to another, different kinds of engagement, no time, different kinds of engagement. So for them to meet up with these engagements, they have to stay single so that they'll be able to perform the task in those engagements. The third one is work. Men loves work. Men loves work. As a matter of fact, a man can be happy, a man can be excited. There could be this joy and excitement and enthusiasm that is in a man's life whenever he is winning, whenever he is working and he's seeing results. A man can stay with that relationship. See what's happening in the Garden of Eden. When God created man, right? He gave man, the first thing God gave man is to work. A man was always working until God said it is not good for a man to stay alone. So as long as a man is successful in his work, as long as a man is in that work, having results, fixing things, fixing problems, wow, he doesn't bother anymore. Remember, Adam was successful. He needed nobody. He needed no wife. It was God that suggested, wow, it is not good for a man to stay alone. What am I trying to say in essence is that men loves work. So one of the major reasons some of the successful young men are single today is because of work. They are so much tied. Their heart is so much tied to that work, to that business, to that their career, to that education. They are so much interested in achieving success. So they don't have time for any other thing. No space, no vacuum for relationship. So because of what we are working. As long as we can see results, as long as we can achieve something in what we are doing, as long as we can derive happiness, joy, and for them to achieve success in that their particular work, they have to work and work and work and work until they become successful and celebrated, thereby leaving no space for relationship. The fourth point is do not know how to go about it. Some of the successful men in the society today, or successful single young men in the society today, are so naive and ignorant. They do not know the principle governing dating, governing courtship, governing relationship, governing marriage. They did not know about it, and they do not know how to go about it. No clarity, no principle, nothing. Thereby, they stay single because they don't know it. Yes, there are men like that. The fifth point is having problem of selection. It is a problem for a successful young single man to be in a relationship because of what? Because he is confused. Because of the kind of ladies coming to him. Because of the kind of ladies around him. Week in, week out, he is busy. Week in, week out, he is meeting different kinds of ladies. Classy ladies, beautiful, tall, short, fat, slim. So because of the varieties of ladies around him, he keep texting, he keep evaluating their character and their standard until he gets confused. So one of the major problems why single men or successful single men stay unmarried is because of what? Having problem of selecting the right one. The sixth point is full of yourself and arrogant. This boils down to a young and successful single man who is full of himself based on what he has and what he has achieved. Being boastful about what he has, based on what he has and what he has achieved, lacking manner of approach and exhibiting the attitude of IT, what we call ITK, that is I too know, not being able to listen to anybody or to any lady that comes around him. Of course, no lady would want a man to overtake everything. Every lady needs a man who can give a listening ear. A lady needs someone that she can talk to. So in a situation whereby this young man is full of himself, exhibiting pride, being arrogant, being full of himself based on what he has achieved, being so loud and too loud. This kind of attitude pushes women away from a man. So, successful young man, don't exhibit the act of pride or being arrogant or being full of yourself based on your handsomeness, based on your wealth, based on what you have, based on what you have achieved. No, there is always room to accommodate our partner. I'm so glad that you listened. Thank you so much for coming to Professional Grace TV. God bless you. May God help our successful young men out there to find the right person. See you in my next